Good morning, welcome to a beautiful Hampshire morning. Today I'm going to take the Aurelia for a little drive down to Weymouth and yeah, let's see if she behaves.
Voglio vivere così, col sole in fronte e felice canto beatamente. Voglio vivere e godere l'aria del monte, perché quest'incanto non costa niente. Ah ah, oggi amo ardentemente quel ruscello impertinente menestrello dell'amore. Ah ah, il fiorire delle piante tiene festa questo cuore, sai perché? Voglio vivere così.
What I'm doing here is topping up the sliding pillar suspension oil reservoir. We top that up and then we pump it up later on. Okay. See fuel down there, that's good. I have a tendency to fill gas in my cars before I attend them. 15 litres. 15-20 litres. We might top that up on the way. Such a nice little lever. Classical detail on Lancia is that everything has to be over-engineered. Nice. Driving the Lancia Aurelia. This one's a bit of a noisy bucket considering a lot of the gaskets here are 70 years old. The plan will be to renew all those when it gets a paint job, but for now it's going to continue being a rattly bucket. What I really enjoy driving this car is that it has kind of a race car-y feel, even though it doesn't have a floor shift. It's 4-speed on the column, but you really have to work with the gears. That lovely V6 sound, and it just sits so well in the bends. When I first got it, I really felt like it wasn't a very good driving car, but the longer I've had it, the better the car's gotten, and that's not my car, that's me getting better at understanding how the car works and how it drives. It's a great small road car, and actually it goes pretty well on the highways as well. It's quite aerodynamic, and once you get up to speed, it's quite happy just to stay in that speed.
At the roundabout, take the third exit onto the A35.
phone number for you. Alright. Can you back it next to this one? We are full, yeah.
The
Yeah, next to this black one.
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
be Barry in a minute.
That sounds good. You want some cash?
I'll get you yeah, you back it and I'll get you some change.
Yeah,
I'll give you a number.
excellent.
Yeah, no worries.
Yes, it was popular. A lot of people want to come out today.
Yeah, of course they do. And it's good weather like this. Put flames on your car, you'll get all the attention you want.
Yeah. All good?
Cheers, fella.
Oh, no worries. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
On. Good. So we have.
Fick du nummer?
It's nice with these kind of shows. It's just complete opposites parked next to each other in
It's
terms
great.
of cars.
Yeah.
Like you have a Jaguar, fairly modern one, next to a
Oh, weird.
52 Ford or whatever it is with flames on it, and then a Beetle and a Hummer.
Is it like just people who are into cars, this show, or what?
Yeah, it's an oily rag show.
Literally just, oh.
Oily rag show, this means like a car that's meant to be used. You're not coming here to show off a
Oh, okay, okay.
perfect car or anything. It's just...
Oh, that's my kind of show.
Yeah.
That's great.
DAF 55, now that's something you don't see every day. It's a bit of an American corner, isn't it? Yeah, that's the engine. Good boy. Oh, that's a Nissan Skyline. Very cool. It's a big engine. Vroom.
That's on the way.
1963 Stingray with a split window. Probably one of the most outrageous Corvettes ever made. In every single way. This is made to go straight forward and out to space. I believe this is designed to take you from one gentleman's club to the next. Really like these Jags. Very elegant. Little monkey bike. Every 8-year-old's dream. Now, usually it is every 45-year-old man's dream or 50-year-old's dream, but I don't think they ever lost interest in these. Now, what I like with these tracks is to see the wonderful and unusual, like this Vauxhall. Look at that hood design. Fantastic.
I've got to speak to you about the Spy.
It's one of these cars you just end up looking at quite a long time because there's so many curves and shapes that you don't really initially notice when you see it. Wonderful. When highway space is no problem.
Where you lot parked?
It's got a fairly aggressive look. I don't know if it has the engine to back it up, but it sure is cool. This Wolfsey 16/50 is absolutely immaculate. And there's a very proud owner of this, and it was a very proud owner when it was new. Lovely. Every much as extreme as the American counterparts, just in a smaller package. Look at the amount of chrome and stainless put onto that. Now, if you think a Morris Minor is a bit slow, you might as well put a more modern Ford diesel in there. Why not?
Oh no. I've only people do like fried eggs with it, but I don't think
It makes for a very practical car. It's probably one of the cars that got me into cars in the first place. 1958 Buick. This one's in lovely condition. That's original interior. And I have a very soft spot for yellow cars. There you go. It's like a cross between a spaceship and a sea monster. Fantastic. Slightly older one, 49 Buick. Very nice. This will have a straight 8. Look at the rear lights on that. Fantastic. It's like a humpback whale. Spitfire 1500 next to it. Love the contrast. So there's pretty much a copy of the Aurelia that's shrunk in the wash, the Appia. So Andrew, will you tell me a bit about your Appia?
Well, my Appia.
Your happy Appia.
My happy Appia was, I bought it about 2 years ago. I've always liked cars of this era. I've always admired Lancias, although I've never owned one before.
Yeah.
And I just love the quirkiness of it. I love the solidity of it. And it's a great fun car to own.
Well, it has to be one of the first kind of luxury compacts, isn't it?
Yes. It replaced the Ardea just after the war, and looked very much like a shrunk Aurelia.
Yeah.
With obviously less sophisticated kind of rear suspension and stuff. It's obviously for the cost. You know, they couldn't have had the expensive transaxle in a smaller car.
No.
But it's
still
it rides quite well.
Nice handling car in the end of the day as well.
It's lovely. Yeah.
I'd like you to come around one day. We could go for a test drive in it. That'd be
Yeah,
wonderful.
I'd like you to drive it. Yeah.
This is a V4 in this.
It's a narrow angle 1100cc.
Yeah, 1100, 1.1. Yeah, that's amazing. It's like a little sculpture in the middle of your engine bay, isn't it?
It's just so compact. I know it's not got front wheel drive, but they didn't need to mount the engine sideways.
No. So it looks lovely, especially because it goes that way.
That's why.
Yeah, no, it is fairly short, and
because the Fiat Millicento was obviously an inline four.
yeah.
So although that's still quite compact, it must have been a lot longer at the front.
Because of the V configuration, yeah. And this one is just pretty much a solid driver, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's got some history. One of the owners was Wim Uderwernink,
Yeah.
who wrote La Lancia, the famous book La Lancia, as well as he's done books on the Appia and the Flaminia and others. And I have been in contact with him, and hoping to meet up one day.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I'll be able to get to Holland in it, but if he comes to the UK, then
It's a done
welcome
deal,
to,
yeah.
welcome to see it. He owned it for about 4 years, from the late 1960s.
All right.
There's a lot of the history I don't know.
No.
Came into the UK about 1993, and oddly it lived in St Austell in Cornwall, which is my hometown.
Okay.
And I didn't know it was there. I mean, I was living in Dorset at the time, but the guy that owned it in St Austell had a small collection of Lancias, and is well known in the Lancia Motor Club.
Yeah. So it's been taken care of
He was
pretty
called
much.
Bryn Edwards.
Yeah.
And the car has gone through sort of short ownerships since then, but as far as I'm concerned, it's a keeper. You know, I'm keeping this one.
Yeah, it's
So,
lovely.
It lives in its own little garage with its own little cocoon.
Well, you didn't have a garage until this came.
No. I always said I'd never buy a custom car unless I could have a garage.
No.
I kind of got the car and then got a cover.
And then got a garage.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I got a temporary garage to start with.
The garage is so it really is.
Yeah. Yeah. And David helped me to do the interior of it, the painting on the inside. Yeah, we painted the inside.
well, I have seen the picture of your garage. It looks very cozy.
Yeah.
So nice, just the details, like the original Corello headlights are a piece of art in themselves.
Mint. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that.
Take care. Do you mind if I open the door?
Please do. Go and have a sit in it. You might get licked from the dog in the back seat, but
Yeah, we do have a slobbering boxer in the back, so we'll be cautious. Really nice interior in this as well. It's nice and warm in here now, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because
it
of the
is.
sun. Hello. Hello. So, classical backlight dashboard, very popular in the early 50s. This one's got a little bit of cracking to it, but then again, it's not a new car. Hey, you! Oh God, I'm evacuating the car. There you go, before I get full.
yeah, it's really compact, isn't it? Yeah.
So this as well has the pillarless construction here, so it opens up with both doors like the Aurelia. I'm not going to do that because I believe Pebbles are going to come jumping out. So, same rear lights as the Aurelia, same overall design, just much smaller. Fantastic. What year is it, Andrew?
1954.
54, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that that's almost the last year of this design, isn't it? Because
Yeah,
they had the
55.
redesign on the back.
It was 53 to 55 for the
Yeah.
Series 1. So this is the chassis number, I think 8004 or 8024, something like that.
That tells you about the amount of production they had, and this was the high production car compared to.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wow, now this is something else. Bond mini car. Wonderful. 1953 Bond three-wheelers. There you go. So before I leave today, we're probably going to head out. It's pretty chilly, but let's have to stop by the Elvis section because I'm a huge Elvis fan. And an Elvis Woody, that is not something you see every day. So that's what you normally associate an Elvis with. But this is definitely, what do you say, a gentleman's hunting car? Family car? I don't know, but it's absolutely wonderful. 1927. 12/50TG. There you go. It's actually quite nice to be here when the show closes because you just watch everything drive by.